Hi everyone, I'm back. We're going to do, obviously you've got your album to this part. I don't know why my sticky tape keeps lifting up, but I'm just going to put some of this red tape on because it's a lot stronger. I don't know if it's weather that's been quite hot over here and it's just lifting stuff up, because as you saw in my actual video I put loads of adhesive on, so it's just certain parts that's lifting, but you don't want your album lifting. Stick a bit more tape. I don't know if it's because I've done the tape on the shiny side and all. Right, everyone, we've got his album now. We've got it at this bit. We're going to go onto your hinges. I've cut 2 pieces of A4 paper. It's 7.5 inches across, and then obviously 11 3/4 across that way. So we're going to have it that way. Get your scoreboard. Just move this album out that way. Just pop it there for now. And these score lines, I want you to be doing very, very slowly as you do them. So your first score line we're going to have is at 2 inches. So your first one's at 2 inches, then your second one is 2 3/8. Then your next one is 2 3/4. Then your next one is 3 3/4. Then 3.5. Then we've got 4.5, because you need an inch gap there. Then we've got 4 7/8. So you're 4 7/8. Then we've got 5.25. Then we've got 5 5/8. Then we've got 6 inches. Then we're going to jump right over to 7 inches. So we're at 7 inches now. Then we're at 7. Oops, sorry. Then we're at 7 3/8. Then we're at 8. No, we're not. 7 3/4. Then we're at 8.25. Then we're at 8.5. What have I done here? 7 3/4. We've got 1, 2, 3. 7 3/4. 2 seconds. I've gone somewhere wrong here again. Two seconds, people. Sorry, we should have been at 8 1/8. Sorry, people. Then 8 1/2. Sorry. So that one there is 7 1/8, because these are every, on your scoreboard you've got lines, and it's every 1 2 3 lines. So that one there is 8 1/8. Sorry, just let me write that, change that there. Then we're going to jump from there, from 8 1/2 to 10 1/2, and score. So that's your first one. So we're going to do that again. We're going to score at 2 inch. Then we're going to score at 2 3/8. Then 2 3/4. Then 3 1 2 3. Sorry, 3 1/8. 3 1/8. Sorry, people. Then 1 2 3. 3 1/2. So you've got your 1 2 3 4. Then we're going to go to 4 1/2. That gives you your inch gap. Then we're going to go 4 7/8. 5 1/4. 5 5/8. Then we're going to go to 6 and score. Then we're going to jump back over again to 7. 7 3/8. Then we're going to go 7 3/8. 7 3/4. Sorry, my paper's moved a bit here. Just make sure that's in the right place. Then we're going to go to 8 1/4. 8 1/2. And then 10 1/2. Right, so this bit on your 10 1/2 we don't need. This, I'm hoping you can see, is your measurements. I will put your measurements up on the video when it comes to doing the video, when I'm uploading it, but I will write your measurements there. So this extra bit we've got here, just cut that off. You can either use your scissors or whichever cutter you're using. As you know, I use a Fiscus rotary cutter. Then I want you to flip it over, and I want you to put 0 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4 0 1 2 3 4 0 again. Then I want you to get your tape. I think that might be too wide. You got any more of that in your drawer? You know that tape that I got you before? The really thin stuff. I'm just trying to see what tape I've got. Okay. No, it's alright. Oh, let's look at that one.
6 mil.
Yeah, can I have a 6 mil one?
You just took a load out. 6 mil.
No, they're all 4s. Is that one there, Andy? Sorry people, I'm just looking for some better quality tape. Right, so I've got my 6mm tape. I want you to put your tape on number 2 and number 3. No, number 1, sorry. So I want you to put your tape on number 1 and number 2. Make sure that you burnish it really, really well down. We can do this all the way down now. So we're going on number 1, and number 2. Number 1 and number 2. So then what I want you to do is I want you to start folding your pages. Just make sure you burnish your tape down really, really well. Don't matter which way really you burnish, just make sure you burnish them really well on your first bit. Then I want you to take the tape off of number 2 and I want you to fold it over onto that number 3. Then burnish it down really, really well. Then I want you to peel it back and I want you to take the tape off of the number 1 and I want you to fold that onto your number 4. And then fold your 0 back. Then we're going to do the same again. We're going to fold your next set of lines. Just going to burnish them down well. Then we're going to do the same again. Take your tape off and fold your number 2 over onto your number 3, and then just burnish that down really, really well. Then we're going to open it out again and we're going to fold again your number 1 over onto your number 4, and fold that and burnish it really, really well. So now you should have 2 hinges that look like that. And then we're going to go to your last one and we're going to burnish your lines again. So we're going to fold again your number 2 onto your number 3 and burnish it down. Fold it other way, burnish it towards your left, and then we're going to do the same again. We're going to take your number 1 and fold that over onto your number 4, fold your line and burnish. So now we should have 3 hinges with like that, with your 4 zeros on the back and your a hinge gap between, and a hinge 2 inches on each side. I'll show you why we've got the 2 inches. So we're going to fold over again, and we're going to go 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 0 again. Cut that excess piece off. You don't need that extra little bit down at the bottom. I'm using, I think this is a 160 GSM cardstock for this, and then we're just going to fold your lines and crease them down. You had enough of that dinner. And what? Right, so we're going to turn this over, and we're going to do the same again. You tape on number 1 and number 2, and then number 1 and number 2, and then again number 1 and number 2. Then finish your tape down really, really well. Then we're going to do the same again. We're going to take number 2 and fold it on number 3. Open it back out. Take your number 1 and fold it onto number 4, fold your hinge. Same again, number 2, over onto your number 3, oops. Take your tape off of your number 1, and over onto your number 4. The reason why I tell you to do each one individually is so that you're not sticking it in the wrong place. I've sometimes cheated and took both off and then stuck it down, and my number 1 stuck to my number 3. So the reason why I tell you to do it this way is so that it goes, your tape is going in the right place. And then again, number 1 over onto your number 3, like that. And get your hinges and just fold them all flat, give them a really good burnish. Then fold these little pockets, and I want them going the opposite way to the other side. Right, so you end up with your hinges like that and your 3 zeros like that. If you want to keep these flat, you can. And then what we'll do is, I'm just going to grab my 2-inch tape. And then, I put myself on the plumbing desk then. And just put your strips across your 2-inch. Like that. And then just go all the way across. This is covering your zeros up. I mean, if you've got the sheets like I used on the album, if you wanted you could put a full sheet across. It's up to you. Burnish this tape down really well, so that's your 1 inch. Then get your second one like this, and then do the same again. Sorry, this isn't 2 inch, this is an inch tape, is this? I think I do need to go get some 1/2 inch tape though, some 3/4 inch tape. I've actually run out of a lot of that, and I've got cheaper stuff, but it's not as good quality as this. This I just get at my local craft shop. And then put that down. Right, then I want you to get your album back out, making sure that this fold is to your right. So open your album out. Try to make sure that I don't send you on knocking the camera. I'll just move these bits of tape out of the way. I don't think I need that. Sorry people, I'm just trying to throw my rubbish in the side. Right, I want you to get your album, and on this second sleeve here, I want you to get your ruler, and I want you to mark these lines. Right. I want you to put a pencil mark at 3/4, 1 3/4, and 2 3/4, and I want you to do the same at the top. At the top, I want you to mark again at 1 3/4, 2 3/4, 1 3/4, sorry, 3/4, 1 3/4, and 2 3/4. So this is on this side where you've got your first little flap here that goes onto your front. then you've got your next one, then you've got your big piece, then on this piece I want you to do the same, but I want you to take it from this side here, and you'll see why. And I want you to do again 1 3/4, sorry, 1 3/4 and 2 3/4, and do the same 3/4, sorry, yeah, 3/4 of an inch, 1 3/4 and 2 3/4. You'll understand why in a minute. I've told you to put these lines, hence why I've done it with a pencil, so you can rub it out. Then what, if you look, these hinges, this bit of your hinge, the folding bit, I want you to line it up with them. So what I'm going to do is, I've got some 3-piece, because I've used an inch, I want you to remove the tape. Not all of it though, I just want you to take it so far. Just let me lift mine up and I can show you better. If you can see, I've put my lines there on that one and my lines here on this one. Get one of your hinges, don't matter which one, and peel your tape off. Don't take it off of these endings, so if you're using 1/4 inch, just take it so far. Then I want you to pull your hinge. If you mark your diary, obviously it's 8 inches long and this is 7.5. I want you to put a line a 1/4 of an inch in from bottom and 1/4 of an inch from top, just so that it helps you line this up. Then your lines, I want you to put exactly just above them lines. Just make sure that I've got them in the right place at the top. Sorry people, I'm just going to have to lean over a minute. And I just want you to rub, oh damn, I'm about to get this off. I'm just going to a little bit cockeyed. Managed to get it off. So if you line up your first and at this side, and then just get your foam folder and just really rub that down. Then same there, just give it a really good rub. And your last one. Right, then where you've got this bit here, I want you to fold it back and peel it back and find your groove. I can find mine. Like that, and rub it down really well into that groove, and then just burnish it down like that. Don't matter about these little bits that we've got here, because your decorative paper is going to come just a little bit higher, I think. Really, I think I should have done it different there, but I want you to get your, and push your paper down into that gap, because the reason why, if you look, you haven't got as much at this side here and here as you have here. and then just get your bone folder and just rub it down. So you've got your hinges now here, and these little flappy bits will be folded into the middle like that. So if you turn it on its side, that is how it looks, like that. If you want to bend and bend your folder and give them a good push in, you can do. So then we're going to go to this side, and the reason why I told you to put these bits on these lines that I gave you is because when we come to putting a folder in, as papers in, I've had to work it out so that you've got a little gap in between, so they're not all the same length at each side. So I want you to do the same at this side. Put your mark in, do your 1/4 of an inch if you want to do. Get a pencil. Get your pencil and put a 1/4 of an inch line across. Might help you a bit better. Just to line up the bottom of this. And then we're going to do the same again. We're going to peel your paper off. I'm just going to put a little piece across there because I know that I ain't got my top bit properly. Just knew that I hadn't stuck my paper down right to edge, so I like to make sure that I've got it all the way to edge like that. Then we're going to do the same again, line up on that 1/4 of an inch line, but line up with your little lines and all that you've put in. And then I'm just going to peel this last bit back and find my crease like that. And then I'll do the same at this side. Feel your sticky tape down. Get up to that little crease. Fold it down that crease, then we're just gonna fold it like that. Give it a really, really good burnish down, and then fold, fold. So now, if you fold them, so this is sort of like sat up as if the pages was in, and you fold that over. Fold that over and have a look. You'll notice that one hinge is down here and one hinge is up here, so they are, if you hold that still, if you put your ruler across, you'll notice that your hinges are slightly out. from your other hinges. If you look at that, it just slightly stands out, so you can see how it's sitting with that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip my album over, and I've actually got some blue ribbon with stalks on, and this blue ribbon is going to go over each of one of my creases. Now I'm quite lucky because I've got a lot of people have this, but I've got a iron sticker maker. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to measure, and I'm just going to cut over at each end what I want on it, and I'm going to cut 4 pieces this length. I mean, if you go to a lot of your haberdashery shops, they might have this. I got it from my local craft shop, and it's about about 1.25 inches in width. So if you get a inch and any ribbon really, 1.25 inches, and I put this in my iron sticker maker, and I just pull it through. Try and keep it as straight as you can. I've gone off a little bit there, but it is quite hard to get it same certain position as you pull it through slowly, you know. I think I paid a couple of pounds for this, but you can get the refills for it so cheap. As you can see, mine's run out on this last piece, so what I'll do is I'll just cut that off. I have got another refill. Oh, I've got another 2. And these are your refills, and they just press your 2 little clips and pull that out. Discard that in the bin. Take your other one out of this package. I mean, I think you pay about £1.99, £2.99 for this, and there's 20 foot on them, so you do get quite a lot on them. And then what I'll do is I'll just take that bit off the back of that one because it didn't go through, and then I'll just get this one. Just pull that off, just put that back over there, and I'll just burnish it. pull that off and push that back down. Right. So just give it a really, really good burnish down so you get all that stickiness onto it. And then just cut these off. I'll just do the same again. I'll just peel that bit back. And I'll do the same again. Like that. Sticks to your arms and everything, this stuff. Just do the same with this one because this is just gone a bit cockeyed on it. Do the same again. Burnish it down really, really well. Just make sure that you get all that turn around. 2 seconds, people. Under. Yeah, I'll go. Sorry. Sorry, people. My son's just showing me a match that he's got on it at the moment. Right. Then I want you to get your little stalk and just eyeball this bit, but you need to leave a little bit to fold over the other side, then just burnish it down really, really well. And I want you to flip it over and I want you to fold it, and if you can get it in that groove, get it in. You see, I'm not too bothered because my decorative paper, I am going to put some pieces down this, so I'm not too bothered about that bit showing there. I mean, if I wanted to, I could have done this bit before I actually put my hinges on, what I should have done really. And then I'm just going to try and line it up where I get my stalks. And then just burnish it down. As you can see, I've managed to get a couple of little creases, but if you just pull it gently and just pull it back out, and then just fold it over again and fold it over, fold that over, and then we're just going to do the same on this one and this one. This one and this doesn't matter because I have got some more decorative bits that I'm going to put on. Are you going to work now?
No.
Maybe?
No.
What for?
Just what's good to go.
What for?
You what's got to go please?
With what?
We've got some money.
How much we got?
Right.
You need to take the dog out for a walk first. What? I want you back here at 4:30 because Dad's got the doctors at time. Otherwise you're locked out. So I want you back for 4:30.
Sure, right, I'll take the keys.
No, you're not. Not when you've got a staff meeting. I want you back for 4:30. Alright. Sorry, people. Right, so then we're just going to do the same again. I'm just going to try and eyeball the middle there. And then there and there. And I'm just going to burnish your stalks down, and then we're just going to do the same here. Get your stalks. I mean, they don't all have to line up your stalks. They don't have to be all in, sort of like as we call it, same level with each other. Just give it the best burnish down you can. If you need to peel it back because it's gone out of line a bit, just pull it back, fold it over, pull that flap out of the way, fold it down, same here, fold it down, same here, fold it down. See, on this bit I can tell I've gone off a bit, so I'm just gonna pull it back, like that. That's about right. Like that. And just burnish that down. Fold it back over the side. Just rub it down. So now you've got it like that now. I'm just going to bend it a bit over that way and a bit over that way. These little lines that you've got here, I'm not bothered about because I have got some, so I'll just drop some on the floor, some pearl ribbon here that I've got that I'm going to use on one side, and then on the back I think I'm going to use it on one side at the back, but that would have bow. Or I've even got this thin stuff that I might use like that, just to cover that little bit up. Or I might use baby prams, or I might use this. It's ribbon that I got, I think I got this 2 meters on this, and I might even put that on. I ain't decided which bit I'm putting there. So we're going to fold it back over like this and hold it like that. Then what I want you to do is, before you put your next decorative bit on, I want you to get your magnets. Now I was originally going to use just 2 on it, but I don't think that 2 is going to be strong enough to hold it. So I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Even though the neodymium, I'm going to use 4 there. So if you get your 4 magnets and you get your tape, I'm trying to do them, if you look, I'm trying to do them where they're just on that line bit there. You just put your magnet up to there and then just get your tape and put it over your magnet like that. And this one, I'm going to do it sort of like 1/2 inch in all the way around. Try and keep it as level as you can with that line going down. And then I'm going to do the same with top one. Keep it in line with your paper and just bring it down a little bit, like that. And just get your tape. And then fold that back like that. Then I want you to get your piece of paper and I just want you to stick it over the top. Right. And then I want you to get just a little bit of tape, put it on your magnet. You do music. Under. A little bit of tape. A little bit of tape. Ooh. Oh, people, while I'm here, just let me show you something. Can I have it? What is it?
Put your fingers underneath.
What was that? Which just dropped in bin? Right. What make is it?
German Tiger tank.
This is a German Tiger tank. Don't know if that's sorry, he's going to show you. Look at the inside of that. And he's painted all this by hand himself. Look at that. Oh wow, can't wait to see that in a cabinet. But if you look at this bit, you've got all your little bits where your people sit and all its elements. I thought you'd painted that side actually.
I'll show you.
He's going to show us. Put your hands under camera for us. Oh,
Inside
look
the
at that.
turret.
And that's called a turret. And as far as I know,
That's it.
it makes it down flush. That's it. Does this spin? Look at this. It spins. Is this a model that I bought you? Yeah, this was a model that I bought him. And he's been doing it 2 years?
Roughly.
Roughly about 2 years it's took him to do it. As you can see, because he painted it at different stages, if you actually look at it, this new paint is one colour and the old paint has gone a bit yellowy, but that is amazing.
Gives it that wall look.
It's I think they use these in snow, but I love it. It's even got all the little grills.
It was one of the most feared tanks by the Americans.
Apparently it was one of the most feared tanks by the Americans. I shouldn't really say that on here, but it was. But as you can see, we are a bit of a crafty family. And if anyone wants to know what model this is, if you have someone out there that makes models, that enjoys making models, I mean, it's even got all its tracks. These wheels go round.
No, the stationary.
Oh, the stationary wheels. But if you want to know which tank it was, have you got the box?
It's a German Tiger tank.
It's a German Tiger tank,
Mark 1.
Mark 1. What size scale is it?
1/35th scale.
1/35th scale. So if you've got a partner or a hubby out there that likes making them and you want to know where we've got it from or what company makes it, PM me. Yeah, and I'll just pass you that back. Thank you. A little bit something different to what we do. Right, sorry people, we'll get back to the magnets. I've done all them. Tick that as I am. That's what happens when you get broke off with stuff. Right, so we're just going to remove this little bit of tape that we put on these magnets. I am rushing a bit because I've got to go somewhere soon, so leave that piece of paper on. Do not take it off yet, because what I want you to do is get your folder, push this hinge down a bit, not your back hinge, this one. Push it down a little bit, and I want you to line it up, but I don't want you to line it up with the magnets yet. Then I want you to get it and line it up, and then keep hold of that, and I want you to hold it, but if you can, slide that bit off. And the only reason why I should do that, because I didn't want you to move these magnets. So now, there we go. That is, it will straighten out as your papers go in, but that is how you're fastening this and where your papers go. Mine's just sitting a little bit cockeyed at the moment, but I will get it to, there we go, straighten up. So this, I'm going to use it like a slide, so it slides. So now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn it over, and I'm just going to get a bit of tape, and I'm just going to cover these magnets up. Just go over the top of these magnets just to make sure that they are securely. So they are securely fastened down like that. Push that down, push that down, push that down, push that down. So now we've got to here. Now I did say we was having if it's under, if it's for me, right, we're gonna put these out. And this is then going to go on here. It's a bow. But before I put that on, the digital papers that I actually downloaded, not that one, not that one, here we go, found it. These digital papers here that I downloaded, I want to use that. Then this is going to go on top of that, like that. So don't want it covering that ribbon, so I'm going to make sure that when I put this on, yeah. So I want you to cut this with a little line going all the way around. If I get this right, just going to get my trimmer. I could do a smaller one of these just for videos. Take that. Keep these little bits, this little bit, don't throw it, because this little bit does as a little matting. Right, then obviously this now is going to sit like that. Just like that, but I want to take a little sliver off here. Just don't go right straight with that little cut there. So I'm just going to put it in I've opened my board out fully really. And that's going there like that, but I want to ink the edges of this. Now I've got, if I can find it, 2 seconds people, sorry. I don't know where all my ink pads have gone. I have a load of Timolts. Here we go. There we go. Just give me past people. And then grab this. Right. I'm using Timolts Vintage Photo, so we're just gonna ink his pad up and we're just gonna go round this round we go. And that's that one, and I want to get your silver one. As you can see, we've got these little bitsy bobbles. Just chop these off. And then we're just going to do the same with this. We're just going to go around the edges with your Vintage Photo. Like that. Then we're going to have these two like this, like that, and like that, but that's not all that I'm going to have, because as I said to you, I got some lace, and I'm going to have, there's like a little band going across, I think. I'm going to have some trams down there, and I'm going to have some trams up here, like that. So I will be back shortly. This is Fibre Tack, and I'm going to use this for my prams. Not a lot of people like it, but I do, and I think it's a good glue, as well as the art glitter glue. But I sometimes think this is a little bit better. I'm going to come back in a bit, and we're going to show you how to do, sorry, I need to be in frame, how to do this bit, because I have got a couple of labels that I want to use, I think, on this. But when this is like this, and then this is folded over like this, I'm going to use the same piece of paper here. Obviously I know you're not going to see this, but I made this. This is a rattle shaker card, and I'm going to have this here, but I'm hoping that if I just Just let me grab a magnet and try it. If I put a magnet there, and I have a magnet there, and if I put one there further on, I'll have this so it's magnetised. And all I did with this is I got see, I don't know if I want to use these on our Hello Little one instead of, just let me pull this one out. I don't know if I want to use this. Now I don't know, I think I might use that one, or I might use that one. Just let me try that one up there. Try this one here. Bit busy. Don't know, I might actually have him on there instead. With, I have got, just let me put that there. I have got a bit here, and it says Baby's First Years, and I think I'm going to have that on top instead. So, sorry people, I ain't going to use this on the front page. I think I might use this on the outer, because I've then got another piece of paper that when I put that on there and put that there and then magnets for my rattle to stick onto. So I think I'm going to have it like that instead. So it's up to you which you want to use on the outside, but I think I'm going to use this on the outside, this beautiful little saying. And he's got a little button here, and I've got some little diamonds that I might put on the button, and some other little bits. And this was out of the papers that of the printable papers that I've linked with this album, that are Nitwit collections, and I just think it's beautiful. So I'm going to use this and that saying on the front with his rattle and this nappy paper, and I'll just do the same with this. I'll just cut it down, leave a little gap like I have at this side of the green showing through, then I'll link around the edges, and this rattle is going on the front. Now this rattle, like I was saying, I did the rattle printouts and I enlarged it a bit bigger. Then what we did is we cut this bit out and put it onto some chipboard, and then we did the same. I had to flip the picture, then we did the same again, and then this shape bit, I have got a little piece of card in there, and it says Mummy's boy and Daddy's boy, and then I've just put some little sequins in and some little snow. This plastic carton, I don't know where I got it from. I think it was I got some bits for some sewing machine, because I do a sewing machine, and it had it in, and I just took all the paper off and I used it. So if you're buying stuff and it's got like these little things in like this, don't throw them away, because you can do fantastic shaker cards. Then what I did is I just cut this bit out, did it the same, and then worked out the circle with a compass, drew round it, and then just cut it out. As you can see now, it's saying there Mummy's boy, and then on the other side, see if I can get it to, as you can see, it says Daddy's boy, and I've put a couple of little prams in and some sequin. I don't think I should have put as much in it as I have, but I just think it says, you know, you can give it to the baby. So obviously I am going to be using the Nitwit things, but that's how that's going to go there. And then I've got a little sticker that says new arrival. So if you want to print these out, I mean, I've just printed this out. I got some cardstock from the local arts and crafts shop, and it's embossed, but it's really good quality. And I'm using an HP printer, and I just opened it up in my Microsoft Words. And you can actually do it the sizes that you want in it, so it only prints that piece out, and then you just cut round it. So, and then, oh, I'll show you another bit that I printed out. Look at this, baby's vest. How cute is that? That is beautiful. And that I'm going to try and see if I can put some hinges, and I'm going to have like a waterfall flip. I'm going to do some colours of the papers and do it as a waterfall baby's vest. This was another one that I printed out. Beautiful flowers. Then what else did I print out? I printed out, I got these borders printed out. Then I got that says welcome little one. And then I printed a baby's dummy, a bottle, and on this dummy you can actually write bits. So you could write first night with dummy on it. And look at this little elephant, isn't he cute? And then if I turn it over and put it like that, you've got a nappy pin. So if I wanted to, I could put the nappy pin there with one of the little sayings through. So these are part of the Nitwit collection. I am going to link the collection in the description of the album. What else did I print out? I did a picture frame. And then I just did some little flowers from the collection. And I'm obviously gonna use my vintage photo, and I'm just gonna ink around the edges like that. I mean, I did put a shadow around the edges because when it was printing white onto white, the only thing that I did find is it was quite hard to see them to cut them out, so I just printed them out. So I'm just gonna, obviously we're just going to ink these up. Then I have got a board and a shape tooler that I'm going to tool some of these, and obviously I might put some on the front and in between, but yeah, I think I'm going to use that for my front. So right people, I'm going to say bye for now, and I will be back when it comes to decorating. I haven't decided on the sizes of the pages I'm going to do on this album yet, so we will get to that as soon as. Like I've said, on the insides where the hinges are, we are going to have a little bit of decorative paper there, so you're not going to see that. So you know how many magnets, I originally wrote 4, but I'm going to change that to 8 magnets. Obviously, as you can see, I have been writing it down. Yep. Right, I'm going to say, oh, and this one, it says 10 tiny fingers and 10 tiny toes. And you can do a picture of a stamp bit where you put a picture of the fingers and the toes, and I'm going to leave that page blank. Right, thank you. See you later. Bye. Bye, guys.